Everyone, Bill Nichols here, Bill Nichols TV. So I get a lot of questions about what's my setup here like, and I haven't talked a lot about my gear, cameras, whatever. So I thought I would start doing some videos on kind of breaking down how I'm set up here, break it down, show you how much room you need or you don't need to do something just like this, and give you some ideas on lighting and stuff. So today, not talking about cameras, not talking about anything, except we're talking about lighting. Let's get into it. I'm going to run you through the lights that I'm currently using, what I've used in the past, what I'm thinking of using in the future, and how I set it up. Alright, so today I'm going to run you through my main lights that I use. I use one type of light through this whole thing. I'm going to run you through what I used to use and why I'm using what I am now and kind of the pros and cons. So when I first started the channel off, I had Kino-Flos that I've been using to shoot headshots and other stuff with for a long time, some corporate video, and I love them. I love Kino-Flos. The couple of disadvantages to them is that they had a color shift at when they would go from a very low temperature or from a low intensity up to a high intensity. So when I dim them, they tend to get a bit magenta or green sometimes. And they were big and bulky. So I had Kino-Flo Divas. They're a 2-foot, 4-tube set, incredibly soft light, beautiful light. They're not heavy themselves. When you packed them for shipping there, they were in a big, huge, like thermodyne case. The case weighed like 50 pounds, and to carry that around with all of my gear just wasn't tenable. So I wanted to find a solution that put out the quality of light that I wanted, cost less than the Kinos, and I could carry around with me everywhere. So I'm going to show you what I came up with. You might have seen these other places, but these are the Westcott Flex lights. Now I want to run through one thing right off the bat on pricing. These are the daylight ones. They make a bicolor one as well. I wouldn't recommend getting a bicolor LED because for one, I can just throw a gel in front of it if I want to change the temperature. And when you go bicolor with something like this, half the LEDs are tungsten colored, half the LEDs are daylight. So if you're going all daylight, you lose half the intensity. And the price is up there. Price like 150 or 250 bucks more. So I would go all daylight and then I'm just gelling. That's what I did. So this is a Westcott 1x1 X bracket set. This is a all daylight. It's got a dimmer. You can dim from 0% to 100%. They're incredibly bright. It's what I'm using right now. So actually right here, I've got one behind me. I've got 3 in front of me. Then I've just got a little LED right here. That's not a Westcott one. It's just a little battery powered Savage. It's my hair light. So if we turn that off. Now this is all Westcott Flex. 4 lights total. You don't need 4. Before we break this open, let's just break down the way that we have the lights set up really quick. So right now, I'm going to turn off all the lights. So we go black. All right, so now nothing, right? No light. When you kick on the background is one Westcott that's directly behind me, and I've put a blue gel on it. So you see you get this nice gradient. I think it looks awesome. So this isn't a green screen or anything. This is a piece of paper. It's a piece of paper that's about 5.5 feet behind me, blue gel on it, turned up 100% intensity, sits at the middle of my back, about 1.5 feet behind this chair so that I can move without knocking it over. I'm going to turn on the key light, and the key light is the main light. It's going to be right over here. Let's see if we get this right. No, we did not. All right, so here comes the key light. For the key light, what I've done is I have 2 Westcott Flexes set up in a Westcott scrim gem frame, which I'm going to show you. And those are on, one's at 100% power, one's at 50% power. And that's the main light that's coming here and hitting me. So you get this really nice quality of light. You can see I get this shadow here. So it's wrapping a little bit over my face. It's lighting all of this up pretty well, but it's not overpowering everything. Then I've got a fill light over here, which I'm going to turn on right now. The fill light is set for about 40%, so I still get a little bit of shadow here on my face, but this is filled in. It's not hard shadows. Now I've got nice soft light. And then to separate me a little bit from the background, even though the backlight is doing that, I turn on the Savage one. And then this just gives a little rim light here. And then the other bonus of this is that it throws light onto the mat for my overhead camera. So when I had the Kinos, they were 2-foot fixtures, 4 bulbs, fluorescent bulbs, so if they broke, they were expensive. And they were rigid, right? I had to put them in a case and carry them around. So when I first got these, I bought 2 of them used. I wanted to try them out, see how they were. I really liked them. And then I kind of went a little bit crazy. I got 5 total. But I like these guys a lot. So let's open them up. I'm going to show you what's in here, show you how I use it. So in the box, you've got the mat. So this is this one's brand new, so I haven't opened this one yet. you get the actual mat. So this is a 1x1 mat, 256 LEDs. And they call it a flex mat because I can flex it. I can roll it all up. And the big advantage here is that this weighs nothing. When I pack these up, I stack 2 or 3 of them. I roll them like this. I put some t-shirts in between. They go in my suitcase. That's it. They've never broke. They've been amazing. They have Velcro around here to put on a frame, which I'm going to show you. Then I can put all kinds of diffusion in front of them. Then you've just got this little connector right here. So there's that. Let's open the box up. You've got your quick start guide. You've got your diffusion fabric. And then you have a water resistant dimmer cable. You've got this little clamp here. So this is a spring clamp. It's got an umbrella thing here. This is one thing I really don't like about these, is just the way that this is designed. It works, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. So you've got this clip here, which is great. You can clip this just about anywhere. And you've got the spigot here that you can put onto a light stand or whatever. But when you're using that, and then if you're trying to bring the light in front, this bracket here gets in the way of this X frame that's on it, and it just becomes a little bit of a pain. So you've got this, you've got your dimmer, power supply. This is the X bracket, and I'm not going to put this whole thing together because we're going to throw this on a frame and I'll show you how to use it. But this basically, each one of these go in the back here, and they get held on by a little nut. And then it's this nice rigid light source that you can plant onto something. You can use the clamp, you can use the umbrella piece, whatever you want. And then you've got the power cable. Let's get rid of this bracket. This light that's right here, the fill light, it is utilizing that clamp, and it's screwed onto a light stand. This one over here is utilizing a scrim gym frame on an umbrella adapter. I'll show you what that looks like. This is a scrim gym frame. So it's by Westcott. It's like 50 or 70 bucks or something like that. It's got quarter 20s or 3/8 all the way around it, so I can mount it onto a stand. It's got Velcro. I can just really quickly put the Westcott light on here, and that's it. And then I can put my diffusion on the front. I can clip whatever I want on here. Then I can go mount this anywhere. A lot of times when I'm using these on location for interviews or whatever, I can tape this to a wall. I can tape this to a cabinet. If I was shooting something inside of a car, I can roll this up and put it inside of the dash and then turn it on lightly so that there's some dash light coming up on the person. I can put this anywhere. I mean, this thing just fits. I could put it on the light stand right up above here and just tape it in place and get a really nice light facing down for all of my product stuff. So I know right away in the comments, there's going to be a ton of people that look at the price of these and they say, oh my God, they're so expensive. So these are, you can get them used. Or not used, but on sale sometimes for $4.99 to $5.99. And I think they're $5.99 regularly, and I think when I bought them, I got some for $4.99. It seems really expensive, but they put out a ton of light, and as a reference, the Kinos, for the 2 Kinos, which are basically what 2 of these are doing, just 2 of these, those are about 2,000 bucks, so that's about half the price. There are other LEDs on the market that are cheaper. This one here, this one's like 80 bucks or 100 bucks, but it would take 4 of those. I know people are going to say that they can make them. You can definitely make them. Make them all you want. It's going to be really hard pressed to make something this high quality, but you can make something for 25, 30, 50 bucks. But for me, I've got to know that my gear is going to work everywhere that I go. Before I ever bought Kinos, I actually made like LED type Kinos. I loved them, but I couldn't use them on shoots. They didn't look professional. No matter what I did with them, they did not look like a professional product. I can't walk into a corporate environment with something that's kind of handmade and hope that it's going to work, and if it doesn't, then I'm out for the day and I'm probably never going to get hired again. So these are rock solid. They've flown around with me everywhere. Not this one because we just opened it, but all the others, and they've just been dead on. They've worked 100% of the time. So let's throw this onto a stand really quick. I'm going to run you through. We're going to turn off these lights in front. I'll just give you an idea of how this works really well. Got just a little stand here. And if you were limited on room, you could literally have a long table, or not even a table. If you were in your room at your desk, you could take this panel. Let's say that you have a desk right here, and you had a camera, and there's a wall here. You could put this light on the wall or in the corner and get a very, very soft light coming at you from the corner from 2 feet away from you. These lights here are about 4 feet away from me. They're about equal. But you could literally have this like in a corner right here, just out of view of the camera, have the light hitting you and get a really nice, beautiful light. This is a great tripod for getting down low. This is a little Enduro Grand, whatever they call it. So I've got this. Put the light on here. And here's my setup really quick for what we're gonna do right now. So there we are, one little panel light. I'm gonna stick it off to the side, take it around me. So let's break for a second. I'll get this set up, and then I'll come back. We're gonna turn these lights off and just kind of show you the quality of the light here. All right, guys, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn off these two front lights. So I'm gonna go dark to a silhouette. Then we're gonna turn on this light. I'm gonna run you through how it operates and just go through a couple things. All right, so here we go. We're pretty dead now. All that we have the backlight. We have this overhead light just to give a little bit so you can see what that's doing. That's really lighting this for the overhead camera. I'm gonna turn this on. This is gonna be on full blast. I just wanna show you how you could take one light, you could light yourself in a great way. You know, we'll actually turn off the backlight. So this would simulate if you basically had one light. Turn this on. Oh my God, it's so bright. Now what I can do is I can just take the dimmer here. And if I just go here anti-clockwise, I'm going to bring the dimming down. If I come up, bring it here. Now I can see right about there, that's about properly exposed. So here I am, one light. This is in, maybe I'm in a hotel room. You can see it's just out of sight. So even when I bring it up, you can't really tell it's right there. But it's now just out of the view of the camera. Yeah, and there it is. And I've got it about 45 degrees away from me, 18 inches. So this is like a $500 or $600 light, which seems expensive, except that you can travel with this everywhere. Throw it in your backpack, throw it in the laptop sleeve right in front of your laptop. It's this thin, that's it. So if I was in a hotel and I was using this, I might throw on the diffusion. So I'd run you through the diffusion. And what that's gonna do, this isn't really the greatest diffusion. This is a quarter stop. It's gonna soften it up just a little bit so you can see. Let's take a look here and we'll take a look without it. So there it is with the diffusion. I'm gonna bring the power up a little. So you get a little softer look compared to, here you get a little harsher look, if you saw that. So we'll leave the diffusion on here. Now what I may do if I was in a hotel, a lot of times I have to improvise. I can't bring foam core or anything else with me. So I might grab a pillow and I would try and prop a pillow up on this side so they get a little reflection. I'm gonna grab something and show you what that looks like. I've got this box here. So you can see this shadow right here on the side of my face. And excuse me for not looking into the lens, I'm just looking up. Now watch as I bring this box over here. You see it just light right here, how I get a little bit more light? So if I was in a hotel and this was a pillow or something, I could just move this around and get a little additional light right on my face. So take it off, there's that shadow, bring it on, a little more light right here. You can see that fill. So I can take one light, carry it with me, power supply, dimmer, plug, and that's it. They make these in a 1x1, a 1x2, a 2x2, and then some other kits. So there are other systems out there. There are some that are cheaper. There are some that are more. Dracast or Dracast, they've got some LEDs. They're considerably more than this. This is a decent price point for what's a really high quality LED. Like I said, I've got 5 of these panels now. I am rough with them. I've got them wet. I've splashed stuff on them. I've poured coffee on them. Because if they've been down on a counter or they've been somewhere where I was lighting a kitchen scene and then somebody threw some liquid or something, then they've got wet all over them. And I've never had an LED go out. I've never had a problem with the dimmers. I've never had a problem with the cables, nothing. And I take good care of my gear, but at times, like if I'm packing really quickly, I might just shove it in. And these, I've never been afraid of breaking a bulb. My Kinos, I was scared to death every time that I traveled somewhere, even though I had a ton of extra bulbs, that I was gonna open a case. TSA had gone through them, removed the bulbs, which had happened a few times. Luckily, they didn't break any, but I was always worried that I was gonna have broken bulbs and I was gonna have to, you know, put in new bulbs or go find source bulbs wherever I was if all of them were broken. With these, I've never had an issue. I just carry them on. I can carry 4 lights on, and it's no thicker than a laptop. It's really not even thicker than a MacBook Pro, which is, you know, 17 millimeters or whatever the hell it is. So great lights. So these are Westcott 1x1s, bicolor or daylight. These are daylight. I would recommend do not get the bicolor. You might think that you need it, but you definitely don't. And you're losing half the power at either end of the spectrum. The only time that you have full power is when you bring those 2 bicolor sets of bulbs up right in the middle. So you're mixed right in the middle and you're not at pure daylight, you're not at tungsten. So I like the daylight, and if I ever have to mix to tungsten, I just throw a CTO on there, which is a color temperature orange gel. So much like this gel behind that's blue, you would just add some orange to the light and you would get a tungsten style bulb. So if you found this a bit helpful, let's, so as I bring this closer, you can just see as I bring it around, You know, this isn't very distracting, just sitting right here in its frame or taped up on a wall. Great way for you to have light no matter where you're going. That's it, guys. Hope you liked today's video. Stay tuned for tomorrow's. I'm going to do the drone pilotgroundschool.com giveaway for last month. So I'm going to give something away. And then on Friday, I think that I'm going to do a Lightroom video or a new Mavic Pro video. I just got some great filters in that I said that I sent my Phantom 4 Pro off a while back to have some prototype filters done. They're done. They're in. They're not mine. They're another manufacturer's. I can't talk about them, but I'm testing them for them, and they're amazing. Probably the best fitting filters that I've seen on the Phantom 4 Pro. Definitely the best last, so stay tuned. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, lighting, gear, whatever else you would like to see about the setup or whatever I do, let me know. Ask me questions. I'll engage with you. And thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. You keep watching. I'll keep making videos.